All right, here's how you do this assignment today. This is sheets number 7, and this one is about pie charts. I've got a couple of things posted for you here. There is a help page. The Google Doc is a help page. I'm going to show you one thing on the help page. Most of this with the way you build the pie charts, I'm going to show you that in this video if you just watched. But the one thing I want to show you right now is that the only required customization on these pie charts is a title. You have to have a title, and the title should fit what the chart is about. All right, so yeah, let's go back here to Google Classroom. And if I can get there, and yay, I made it. And so here is the sheet that you'll be using. I want to show you what this looks like, and I have to make a copy. You all will not have to make a copy, but you know how it is. I always have to make a copy. All right, let's zoom up on this a little bit. I ask a bunch of 7th grade students 3 different questions. I ask them, what do you normally do for lunch? Just eat something that they have at school, bring your own lunch, or nah, I don't even really eat lunch. And so here's the responses I got. I asked several people, and I got 25 people that said, yeah, I just eat what the school has, and I 14 that said, I bring something myself, and then 4 that said, nah, I don't really eat lunch. So that's how that question turned out, right? Now here's another question down here. You're gonna have to build pie charts on all 3 of these. So down here it says country. I'm gonna click where it says country, and the question here was, what do you think about country music? Do you like country music? What do you think about it? And there were 8 people in the group that I asked. There were 8 people who said, yeah, I love it, love it. There were 12 people who said, yeah, it's all right, I like it. There were 9 people who said, I'm very neutral on this, I don't really care either way. There were 8 people who said, well, you know, I don't like it. I wouldn't say I hate it, but I don't like it. And then there were 6 that said, I absolutely do not like it at all. I just don't like it at all. Here's our third question. Got to fix something there. Okay, got it fixed. So, pineapple on pizza is the question. Should pineapple be on pizza? And so here's how the question came down, right? There were 6 who said, yeah, absolutely, that's a good thing. And there were 26 who said, no, do not do that under any circumstances. And there were 11 who said, yeah, you know what, I don't really care. Do whatever, doesn't matter. So that's how that question turned out. So here's your job, and I'm going to do 2 of these. I'm not going to do all 3 of them. I'm going to do 2 of them, but you have to do all 3 of them. All right, I'm going to go back down here to the lunch tab right here, and here's your first thing. I do want you to take this data and format it a little bit, right? So I'm going to, and when I've said this before, when I say format, I mean, just change it up. What I've done here so far is I changed the font. And I'm trying to decide what else I want to do. I changed the font. I centered some things. I put a fill color on it. I put some borders on it. Do it any way you want to do it. That's up to you. Okay. Now, here's how we build the pie chart. Select this data right here, right? If you don't select the data, this isn't going to work. So you got to select the data, and then you go to Insert and go to Chart. And here's the thing about when you do Insert Chart, Google Sheets is always going to try and guess what you want. So let's see. And I'm going to zoom back on this a little bit now. Did it get it right? Did Google Sheets get it right? Yes, it did. In this case, it did, because look right over here. It says pie chart, and this is a pie chart. And so, yay, way to go, Google Sheets. So I'm going to go over here to customize. And I want to remind you now, what did we say over here on the handout? That what's the only thing that you have to have under the customize section? What's the only thing you have to do? Well, it's the title, right? You have to have a title. So I'm going to click here, and on chart title, I'll just put in, you know what? I'm just going to put in lunch. I mean, you could have a little bit of a different title. Now, if you scroll that down just a little bit, you'll see that there's all these things that you can do. I could center it, I could make it bold, I could change the color of the text. When I italicize it, I don't know, you can do whatever you want. But so look, this one, I've got, did I make a pie chart? Yes. Does it have a title? Yes. This is good, right? This is done. Okay, so I'm going to switch over here to the country music question. This is going to be the last one I do, and then I'll, off you go and you can do your own version. All right, so here's our data. All this love it, like it, hate it, all that. So I'm going to select that data, and once again, I'm going to do the things that I like to do for format. So I'm going to format it, right? I got it. I centered it. I think I like this Coda font. It's one that I found that I like. So I think I'll use that again. I'll bump it up a little bit, put some borders on it. I like borders on it. I don't think I'm even going to fill it. A lot of times people think, well, formatting means color, and it doesn't have to be, right? This is formatting. I changed the font, I centered, I made it a little bigger. That's formatting, that counts. All right, now let's build the chart on this one. So again, this is the data we want to use right here where it says love it and like it and don't care and all those things. So I'm going to select that data. If you do not select the data, this isn't going to work. You have to make sure you select the data. All right, so I'm going to go to insert and I'm going to go to chart. Now remember what I said a minute ago. Google Sheets is always going to try to get it right, or it's going to try to guess what you want. All right, well, so I'm going to click on chart and take a look. Okay, so here's the guess that Google Sheets came up with. And did it get it right? No, it did not, right? So this assignment today is about pie charts, and it gave me a column chart. So you don't want to leave it like this. It's not that this is a bad chart. It's just not what I want today. So right over here on the setup part of the chart editor here, when I did insert chart, this popped up. I don't want a column chart, so I'm going to drop this down. Now there is a pie chart right there, but I'm going to roll this down a little bit, and I want to show you. There are actually 3 different kinds of pie charts that you could pick from. This is the regular pie chart. There's a donut chart, which is really the same thing, but it has a hole in the middle, and there is a 3D pie chart. All right, well, pick whatever you want, right? It just has to be a pie chart, and these are all pie charts. So I'm going to go 3D this time. Why not? Now I'm going to go over to customize right here, and what's the only thing you have to customize? A title. All right, that's what you have to do, and this one is about country music. All right. And again, this is just personal. I like for my title to be centered. I might make it bold. I think I might change the color of that title to black. Now you could customize other things. Do you remember, like in chart style, I could say, I'm gonna change the background color. You can do that kind of thing. I do want to show you one thing that some people like to do. When you're doing a pie chart, you have this part right here on customize, and you have a pie slice right here. So if I open that up, the love it slice is blue, right? Well, okay, so maybe let's try something a little different here. Let's make that love it slice like a light green, okay? And then the like it slice, if I click here on like it, it's red, so maybe we'll go with a little darker green, right? You can tell where I'm going with this. On the don't care slice, I'll go with even a little darker green, all right? And on the don't like it slice, I'll go with it's already a green color, but I'm going to go with this green color right here. And then on the hate it slice, I'm going to go with a darker green. So you see, all I'm showing you there is you've used this pie slice thing right here. You can change the color of your pie slices if you want to. Your call. You don't have to. I didn't say you had to. I said you can, right? And so if you would like to do that, you certainly can do that. Now, this is where I'm going to wrap up the video, right? You have to do a pie chart for the lunch, the country, and you can move, once you have it built, you can kind of move these things around and set them. If you want to, if you're thinking, I don't want it to cover up the numbers, well, then just move it, right? Let me zoom out on that a little bit. Just move it if you want to, right? It's okay to just, scoot it. Come on. Just scoot it sideways or whatever. And then I didn't do the pineapple one, but I'm hoping that after seeing 2 of them, you get what you're supposed to do. So you would have to do the pineapple one also. All right. So yeah, jump in, go to work, your turn, have at it.